Good morning from New York. Today's subject: are we desensitized BS? Moving beyond desensitizing to our natural inner self and objective empathetic politics. Well, we are naturally feeling creatures. That is our first and our first connection. It's only natural to us. Sometimes we get overwhelmed. Constant baloney, especially in politics. You know, when some people are lying because their mouth, and that's like drug. What do we do about it? Can we do? How do we desensitize and move beyond to our inner self? Communicate with that feeling core, inner self, in a way that makes objectivity feel like a good thing. Well, in inner mind communication, one of the techniques is to talk to that kid in you with your objective, the most objective person you can be, your own inner counselor. You can enhance that by having a very bright counselor on the outside that you can learn from. But you have to get really to have things sink in, since we are naturally feeling creatures. We have to communicate to that feeling brain in us, that kid in us, in a way that the kid feels comfortable. Love with. And then, the kid feels loved. It's open. Then in that natural self can go past the overwhelming BS, hear that inner reason. So, how does the technique go? Well, imagine yourself about 6 years old. You can speak and talk, and you feel things very emotional. Well, then imagine yourself as your objective self, skeptic, the one that thinks, one that doesn't just follow the leader. Stepping back away from our natural ape-like tendencies to follow the strong, seeing strength in another one as that which is moral, virtuous, and leads to progress. That's a more sophisticated view. A human ape-like view. And so talk to that kid in you. Tell it that you really need to notice when things are BS. And not just, oh well, everybody does it. I hear that a lot. When you nail people about Trump, because well, everybody does it. Can't deny it anymore. You know, well, everybody does it. Of course, that's not true. Everybody doesn't do that. And some people do it a whole lot less than somebody. It's true that people do lie for all kinds of reasons, or misrepresent the truth, personal ambition, and so on. But be a skeptic. Consider where the person is coming from, figure out what they're trying to do, and analyze what that person is saying carefully. Does it make sense? So, hitting you, I'd say, well, this feels. But the objective view, with caring, empathy, caring, objective empathy, says, no, just because it feels right doesn't mean that it is right. Let's look at this from different perspectives. Then you're listening to your inner artist. Looking at things from more than one point of view. And helping the kid in you be more than creative empathy. Yeah. So, that objective empathy, where you use logic and where you strive to understand logical fallacies. I might take a little study to educate the adult in us, but it's worth it. We don't want to be desensitized to BS, accepting it as, gee, everybody does it. So, using it with reality. We don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. So, let's take a look at Trump and Biden. Well, objectively, you want the best leader. But it isn't the one that beats his chest like an orangutan It's someone who is actually humble, gets you. It makes sense. There's a lot of people like that. Robert Reich is one. I like Bernie Sanders. Very objective. And Michael Moore is a very objective guy. And Joe Biden, he knows how to bring people around, seeing common ground and where we need to go to a better spot, to a place where more virtue is connected to, where we all grow together. That's the kind of leader that, Trump tries to lead you by appealing to your fears and your anger. It's a dead giveaway for a con. People that do that damage people. They're not strong. No matter how they beat their chest. They're not strong. They're weak. They're pathetically weak. Poor thing. They lie. And they're hypocritical. Trump calling Joe old. In that sense, the pot calling the kettle. Come on. They're both, as we see old. But you can be old and still young. What does that mean? It means that you have a sense, clearer vision, and an ability to grow and to learn. That's been something all through Joe Biden's life, overcoming obstacles, changing views as he learned through, into a very wise man today. If you doubt that, watch his State of the Union. Whole thing. Masterful. Then watch and listen. What Trump says. He wants to be a dictator. Really? Well, that's BS. Pay attention. Don't desensitize. Don't become desensitized to BS. Be aware of it. Respond. How can you respond? Voting for Joe. It's laughable to think that Trump is even a candidate. He shouldn't be, should he? And the media is getting desensitized to be almost presenting this like a real horse race. Real horse race is not, great, extremely powerful racehorse against an aging old mule. it seems like people want to make a false equivalent. 2 or 3 concerning Joe Biden, Trump. Don't buy it. Don't be sensitive to the BS. Call it out. Respond to it. Don't just accept it. Think. You know, that thing that the brain needs exercise. Use your objective empathy. Exercise. Good discussion with the part of you that might think that because it feels right, it is. Clearly, it's wrong. You might want change. Well, change comes about, effective change comes about sometimes a little slower than we'd like. And then we get tired. And we say, oh, well, things just aren't happening fast enough. I want real change. Real change isn't stirred up with fear and anger. It uses objectivity, creativity, and compassion to move us. Those are traits simplified by Joe Biden. So this is a time when democracy is threatened. And we have to stand up. So what you want to do is vote. If I made sense to you today, hear the video, let me know what you and subscribe if you want to join the team that thinks. And right now, that's to save democracy. That's Team Joe Biden. But you can be a team member of this channel. Subscribing, sharing videos, and making comments. We know who you are, because eventually we're going to have Zooms, and you might be in it. It takes more than one voice. Yours is important. One voice. Start a movement toward a great, new, and better vision. And so, the end of these videos, as rambling as they are, I do like to give an Irish blessing to all of you. Oh, by the way, watch the video I created using a piece of writing I wrote and an AI program. It's called Believe. So I hope you see that. Here's the Irish. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rain fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand, or her hand, or its hand. You know you're important. You know you can be a catalyst for great change. Don't be helpless. Embrace your power. Love. At the end of these messages, I like to say namaste. Well, because namaste means the honoring of the universe. We are all, joins us all. Also is an honoring of the potential each of us to increase our love, be hero of love in the movie, the story of our life. Namaste. Make a great day. Namaste.